Howdy y'all, welcome back to another episode of Mighty Minecraft. We're back in my world. What we're working on right now is I'm kind of redoing the mob spawner. And why am I redoing the mob spawner, you ask? Well, let me tell you. We've been messing around with Essesntial craft, and one of the things I would like to do is go to Hoana, and Hoana, of course, being its other dimension. And one of the things you need for that is a drop from a wind mage. I have not seen a single wind mage since I started this map. So not a lot of information online. Really disappointed on this documentation. I can't really find anything. There are a series of videos like on the forum page for it, and the audio is absolutely horrible. I mean, you can really have a hard time understanding what the guy's saying, even though I'm sure his information is fine. It's just really hard to kind of understand what the heck he's saying. But apparently, not from him, but from a Reddit post, apparently you can, damn it, I hate that. I keep hitting E to get out of that inventory. You can do a cursed earth farm, and they should spawn in there. So hopefully that's true. So what I'm going to do is turn this basically into a cursed earth farm. Removed all the spawners. I've got them in these matter transporters here. So what I'll do is I'll probably just layer this out with dirt first, and then put some cursed earth on there to change it all, because I don't think I have enough to do all of it, but it spreads. That's the beautiful thing about cursed earth, is it spreads. And then what we'll do is we'll go through and hopefully see if we get some mage drops. So I'm going to finish this up, and we'll be back hopefully if we get some mages. So see y'all in just a second. Okie dokie, we've got it all up, and it's been running for a little bit. Added 2 levels with cursed earth, and you'll see these, I don't know, hopefully you can see it through the dark, but it's slabbed to keep spiders from showing up in there. Again, of course, I always try to see how it's going to be with spiders. So I tried it once with spiders, and immediately they all start gaggling up here, which, of course, screws up the spawn rate. So I went ahead and slabbed it. That's why I kind of went with the second level, because we cut our spawning space in half when we do that, pretty much. So it is dropping, and the wind mages do spawn. They're pretty rare. You can tell when one's in there if you're not watching, just because they sound like a villager dying. They go with the villager sounds. Right now I've got it set up to kind of collect the essences that I'm getting the most of. I'll probably wind up getting some witch essence and some other stuff out of here, but these are just the ones I'm getting right now. When I have more of an idea what's going to come through here, I'll set it up to trash the other stuff. But the items we want are right here. The bottled wind, the trapped wind specifically, because we need to make that to make the Hoana tablet, and imprisoned wind. So trapped wind, imprisoned wind, and bottled wind. Apparently you break these things, and kind of improves your faction, I guess, with them. We've also got a Wind Mage boots, total vis discount, or V. I don't think we used that, but I don't know. I think that's Thaumcraft or something, which definitely not in this mod. But what the hell? Let's try to get that suit. So it is spawning. I'm gonna let it go because it's still gonna be a little bit before I think we're ready to go to Hoana. How are we doing on? Probably don't need this anymore. But I'm just going to leave that because I may add in those other spawners because it's definitely, doing this has definitely impacted how much EMC we're getting. These guys don't give nearly the EMC that the blaze rods and the interpearls give. Blaze rods pretty much give the most EMC. If we look at blaze rods, blaze rods are 1,500, and pearls I want to say are around 1,000. Yep, right around 1,000. So they're blaze rods are the best. So I may put a couple of or put those blaze spawners back up in there just to get those. So I've also learned some new stuff with the crystal making from the last video. Some slight changes in here, and you notice the essences. Okay, this is how this little sucker works. I wasn't really sure yesterday. You're going to place down a crystal. This one right now, 30% water. So we're probably got a lot of water in here, yeah. Wow, because I only put like I only put like 4 water essences in there, and it skyrocketed to 30. But when you initially start, you're going to get a crystal, and this one is growing right now. And if we look at here, you can see its size is 34%. Eventually, it'll get up to 100. Now, if you break this with your pick, you're basically going to get a crystal like one of these, and when you place it back down, it'll be tiny again, and it'll have to grow again. But with the matter, what are those things called? Or here, we got them. Nope. And here, if you take a matter transporter, you see how it says elemental crystal. You can pick them up whole and put them back down fully grown. But if not, you'll start all over. Yeah, but you can kind of tweak which of the essences you want. So if I take some of these fire essence and then come over here and put them in this slot, it'll adjust the amount of the percentage, and then you'll end up getting more from the extractor, which comes over here. You can see how much we're getting. We probably have the least amount of water out of all of them. Yeah, because you get a lot, and this will continue to run even once this thing is fully grown. But your controller, one, gives you information out of it, but doubles duty. If you want to make this crystal a certain type of crystal, then you would put one of these essences in there. But you're not going to get these essences until you've just put a plain crystal down here one time and let it suck up some stuff. And then eventually, when you get some, you can start kind of tailoring the crystal to give you, what you need. Like this one, I was low on. My water is the lowest one. And I'm not really sure what I need it for yet, but I wanted to do that. So that's how you do this. You put your crystal in there. It's got to be kind of in this little shape. You can't add more than one to this crystal controller, nor can you add more than one to the extractor. Now, another thing for the extractor is you've got to, if you want this to continuously run, you've got to set it up to pull the essences out. See how they all just disappeared? If I did not have a transfer node pulling out and putting them in this chest right here, this will stop working until you pull those out of there. So if you're not around to pull those out, or you don't have set up, just realize that this is going to stop as soon as it gets an essence. You'll see this animation stop, and it's not collecting anything anymore. This is kind of how you know that it's working. I had a pass on the solar. I said last time I was going to go solar, and I can't do it because my balance is not accurate. Because what I need to make for solar, if we go in here, I made the disc. That was easy enough. This was easy enough. But then when you come over here, you got to make this item, and I need an MRump Chaos, and MRU required. The balance has to be 1.5 to 2.0. Pretty difficult to get So I'm not even sure how to do that just yet. Now I did find a second node over in one of the roguelike dungeons, so I brought it over here and actually combined it. I can't see it, but I actually combined it with the node that was in there, and it did bump it the balance a little bit, but yeah, that's not enough to make a difference. Now you also notice we have a bunch of Endermen dying in here, and this is our power source right now. Gives us a lot of power. I actually added another one of the holding blocks so we can get a little bit more power. And so you can see now we're up to 260,000 MRU. I'll make these as I feel, like I want to do it. This mod is a crafting bitch. It is a bitch. It almost is a... it almost makes me not want to mess with it because everything is a damn combine. I mean, oh my god, it's a pain in the ass. But there are some cool stuff that I want to mess around with it in. And, hello. Whoa, that was weird. I'm thinking it's the mining dimension that causes that, because that was happening in the tech pack, which we had the mining world in, and it didn't start in this pack until I added that in there. It's weird. I don't know. But back to this, you can see how these guys are on top of the ender generator. The ender generator is linked to the acceptor. So if we... Did I put that thing away? Let's pull our monocle out. So if you look now, you see all the little stuff spewing around. This is, you can see that it's going up to the different items that will use it. But if you look, it's kind of hard to see, but if you look closely right here, you can see the particles that's coming from the ender generator to there. Now, of course, we do have a light switch on in there, so we can turn this off if we need to. For the ender pearls and all the little essences, right now I just got them going into a trash can. I don't want to mess with them right now. So, but we do have a ender spawner in there, and it's got speed and horde upgrades, so they spawn faster and more of them. So our power is not really an issue at this point, right now with what we're doing. So right now what I've got to do is make the Hoana tablet, and for that I need 4 of these air elemental fuels. And if we look at how to make that, did I click the wrong thing? There we go. You just put them in your crafting grid like so, and you get an air elemental fuel. And so we've got 4 of those. So if we look at the Hoana tablet, how do you spell that? Hoana tablet. Is it not going to show up in there? That's weird. Okay, but it's in the book. Where's it at? Hoana. Visiting Hoana. What's this thing called? Not sure. Come on. So we've got to make the wind tablet. Oh, okay, that's why. So we need windy focuses, and that's 4 of these things with iron and gold. Not too big of a deal. And then we need a magic fortified plate, and then the trapped wind is what we needed. Oh, so I suppose we can make those pretty quick. Let's just get some ingots here. We'll just grab a stack of each so we don't have to mess around. And we should just be able to go to here and make 4 of these things. Nope, they don't stack. Nope, they don't stack. Okay, so we'll just do 4 of these. And let's see, what was that thing called? The wind tablet? There we go. Magic fortified plate. Those are in here. These unfortunately do not have a EMC value. Some of the stuff does. Some of this stuff does. And of course, nothing in here. This is the stuff that doesn't, but some of it does. So we need those, and then of course we need 1 of these trapped wind. So now we should see our wind tablet. Okay. Alrighty. So, okay. Can't click it or anything. 0 of 5,000 MRU. I bet you I'm going to have to make a charging table thingy. Yeah. Wind name. Okay. You know what? I'm going to make a charging table. What's this thing called? It's a charge something or other. Won't do it on video here because it's pretty boring, but where's it? Charge. No? Charging. I don't see any charging stuff. MRU storages, maybe? There we go. Charging chamber. So how bad is this? Okay, I can do that. Display screen, okay. Demonic core. Does it have to be a demonic core? Okay, no, okay. Okay, let me put all that together. This one right here will take just a little bit, the red soul matter. Everything else, magical. Yeah, I can do most of the other stuff pretty quick. So I'm going to do that, and we'll be right back. So I finished up the charging chamber and popped the wind tablet in there, which filled it up super quick. It, of course, with the bound gem, is linked to the power thingy. Kind of like the power system in this. I like that linked, no wires and kind of stuff, just the linked gem. That's pretty nice. It'd be kind of nice if Britannia did that, or, if you could slap a mirror or something in there. Or even blood magic. Well, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of neat. All right, so we've got our wind tablet, but if you look at it, you see all those little, where it says wind name on there, and all those little question marks. The trapped wind stuff, I believe, is what we need. Like I said, there's not a lot of videos out there. It's like only 2 videos come up, and even though both of the ones I'm subscribed to on YouTube, I actually, Witch Soul, cool. That's what I need, is a witch spawner. I'd like a zombie pigment spawner. That would be awesome. But I digress. Both those guys I watch, I believe it's Brink and Non-Sanity. They both have stuff out, and they're very informative, but that's really about it. I mean, I couldn't even really find a wiki, not a decent wiki, but now what I think you do is release these, and let me see, let's try the trapped wind. So if we release these, you hear a very pale thank you. Did that do anything to our, no? I hate to break all these and nothing happens. Okay, yep. See, wind name, we got an O. Give me an O. So I guess we got to break all these. Some bitch. Oh man. Okay. Well, this is going to take a while. So I guess what I'm going to do for right now is build this stuff up and wait for it to come back. So let me I actually think that's going to be it. We're just going to cut it right there, and I'll let that thing work away, and hopefully by the time we come back, we'll have enough of that stuff to unlock that thing. I'm not sure how else to do it, but we shall find out. So until next time, if I can speak, I appreciate y'all coming by, and hopefully this little bit of information helped y'all out as far as getting started kind of with Essential Craft, or moving to maybe the next level with Essential Craft. So don't forget to hit that like button. It's that little thumbs up thing down there. And if you don't like it, it's you can hit the little thumbs down button next to that. And don't forget to leave me a comment, guys. Nothing else, say hi. So until next time, I will see y'all later.